Okay. Put this stuff where I can find it. Hi, Amanda. Hi, everyone. Well, this evening I'm going to make an Eclair cake. It's no bake. It's really easy. Anyway, I took my rings off because of them noodles last night. I forgot to put them back on. So I'm just going to make an Eclair cake and see how that turns out. It's really easy, so I'll get started. So anyway, I'm just going to use my Tupperware chopper, or there we go. Whoops, I got it upside down. So this is what I'm going to do the pudding in for the Eclair cake. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. So I got French vanilla. For this Eclair no-bake cake, hi Carol, you can get a French vanilla, or you could use vanilla, but I'm going to use French vanilla with mine. I at least try to use one, but if you don't, it's okay. So I've never done pudding in this Tupperware. I've called it my lawnmower for so long I keep forgetting the name of it. Let me see if I can just wipe that out a little bit, make sure it's dry. So each one of these, of course, you know probably, takes 2 cups cold milk. So I'm just going to try that one first. I'm going to put that and this. I just got a little cheap royal vanilla to go with it, so that would be, it says 2 cups, but I never put 2 in these kind. So you take 1 French vanilla, and 1 royal. You only have to use 1. I like the cream, so I'm using a little extra cream. And then it says it calls for 2 cups of milk. So for the 1, so there's 2 cups of milk. This is my Tupperware that goes in the microwave too, but I always use them here too without the microwave. Okay, and then I'll put like a cup. Yeah, that's 2 cups. I'll be adding some more later. Okay. So we're just going to put that there. Okay, and then you just put the lid on. And I'm going to try the pudding in this. Kevin from Tupperware, like, I think it was last year when I started, he had a, so we're just going to keep doing this, try this little whip thing out to see. But I have a shaker from Tupperware. You can, a big cup, you just stick the pudding in there, shake it up, watch TV, and eat what you can out of it. So we'll wait till that starts getting thicker. You don't really have to push too far. I mean, out. This is really easy. I might use the other. Well, that's getting really thick, so sometimes I use the blades. They work just as good. See, that's getting thick. I don't know why I got that down there like that. Okay, Pam. Okay, calm down. You've had your shower. There we go. So how is everybody doing tonight? Cookie dough on bottom, Oreos in middle, and brownie mix. Oh, wow. Carol or Castleman. Hey, if you lived close, I'd probably have to try that. Now, that's one I've not heard of. Maybe you could flip a picture of it on there and show us. So that's thick enough, I think, to put over in the bowl, because I'm going to be mixing all the stuff together. So basically, you know, you would use 2 of these French vanillas, instant pudding. So that would call for 4 cups of 4 cups of milk. So I'm just gonna take this and go down and put this in a bowl, because I'll be mixing some stuff to put together. See, that thickened that right up. Boy, I could just sit and eat that pudding right now. I haven't made any, like, desserts here lately, so Tom and Trace is wanting something, and he likes pudding. Tom does. So now I'm just going to add the other one, because like I said, I like a lot of cream in that cake. This is the one I was wrote somebody about. Hi, how are you? To make for like a church gathering or family gathering, it's really easy and good. So I'm going to put some in that. It calls for 2 cups. Okay. Let's see. Or once I put something else in it, it'll even thicken up more. Yeah, that dessert sounds really rich and good. Do your right hand here a minute. See how easy that is. I mean, actually I have 2 of these and a red one. I think I put a little extra milk in that because this is a 2-cup. So it'll be fine. Tom's little pups are hollering at my chef pro. Yeah, I think I put a little more milk in that one, but this is really thick over here. So you will use 2 French vanilla instant puddings and get that all thickened up. Let me see if my hands are wet. You know this never happens until you're doing a show, does it? Well, how do you like that? This never happens. It's because I wasn't pulling up on it. I guess I just figured it should go up on its own. So yeah, I'm going to add that in there now. I'll put this over here. I don't want that down in that other thing. It works good. It just takes the operator till you do it right. So I'm going to pour this down in here. So, all right. I'm going to set that on top of there. I wanted to get that over with and get that made. Oh, I'm glad everybody's on here. Okay, now let me just mix this up in my That's a Bowl Tupperware. So see, this is getting thick. And, you know, when you put this in the refrigerator, you need to put it, like when you get the cake done, you need to put it in the refrigerator for at least a couple hours. Let that firm up real good. So then, okay, we got 2 French vanilla puddings. Just use the recipe on what milk you put in it. And then you're going to add 8 ounces of Cool Whip. Now, I just got this out of the freezer a little bit ago, so it's probably still froze a little bit. So you add that in there. That. And you know, when I opened that, I took a little spoon and I took a bite. So anyway, today it was so funny because I came home from babysitting, which my little granddaughter's sick. She was running a fever, and bless her heart, she just had them little rosy cheeks and she wouldn't eat. So I gave her a lot of liquid, but she drank some of that. And all I could do was just sit there, and she wouldn't even let me hold her, and she's always on my lap. Ever since I started babysitting her when she was 6 weeks, that baby has always sit on my lap and cuddled me all day. She had to be up beside me like a shadow. Today she wouldn't let me hold her. She didn't feel good, and she didn't want nobody to touch her. She definitely takes out after me because I don't like nobody around me when I'm not feeling good. But anyway, I came home and I hurried up and come in the kitchen and washed everything down. And I told my husband, I said, now while I'm gone, don't you get that kitchen and start putting everything on the table and getting it all messed up again. And he said, I won't. I said, that's good because I'm going to, when I get home, I'm going to mess it up. So we laughed about it. So you just stir that Cool Whip, that 8 ounces of Cool Whip in that. And this is one of them desserts it's hard to stay out of once it gets all firmed up in the refrigerator. So I've got the Cool Whip in that. We'll stir that again before I put it all in here. But this is the way you do it. I'm going to use my Tupperware lasagna pan, and I'll tell you why. Because it's got a lid. Now this can go in the microwave or the oven, regular oven. But when I put this in the refrigerator, I know I have a lid on it and I don't have to put all that plastic on it and all that stuff. Because you all know that when you put plastic on something and once you open it, you got a whole new deal there. So, okay. We're just going to take this pan. And I just got cheap honey grams crackers. It takes a whole box. I bought 2 boxes in case because my husband likes to eat them. So I'm just going to put them, line them up in the bottom of that pan. I'll show you. They fit perfect. Now you can line these double or you can do just, see, like I got them right here. Of course they'll slide around. You can line them that way, and if you want a thicker graham cracker crust, then you can just double them, like put them over top like that. But it'll take, I'm pretty sure it'll take a whole box to do these. So, I'm going to leave that like that. I'm not going to put any extra graham crackers on top of that, but some of you all might like them, so you could. Now, I'm just going to take this, what I made, what I showed you I made. Let me get my thumb, and that's a bowl to hold it. And just run some of that down over there. Spread that over top. Get my stuff out of the way here. Just spread that over top of there. That French vanilla pudding. You can take this, I mean, I've taken this to church and to family gatherings. There's nothing left, I guarantee you. If you want any of it, you better get you some before you go. But the thing of it is, you hate to cut a piece out of it before you take it somewhere. So I always make 2 9x13s, and they're both gone. Okay, now I got that over there. Now at this point, if you want to be creative, you can add something there. Put anything in the middle of that. But I don't want to be creative. I want it just the way I like it, the way it was supposed to be. So anybody that wants to create something, that would be a great thing. So there you take some more. Do another layer of graham crackers. Pam, you should have got your scissors, you know, but you didn't. So you're going to do this the hard way. Okay. So you just take this and use all your honey grams and line that up again on top of that pudding. Like that. At this point, I think I will add an end here to keep it good and even. Put some down there. Like that. And just, if you see any open spots, just stick some down in there. You know, that way you'll have a good crust. Somehow. And you don't have to be perfect either. Because I'm not. So, I just throw them in there. Okay, so we got the other layer here. That's all down there. Now, I'm going to take and put some more here. I think I'll just put the rest of that on top there. Okay. Tom's poor puppy. She's in the back there, and somehow I think she got locked out. Not outside, but out of the room. Okay, now, we got this. We're going to put this on top. Probably some of you have already made this, I'd say, but I'm going to do that. And at this point, you're supposed to lick this thing, I think. Anyway, there you go. Now see, we got a row of graham crackers on the bottom. And then we have the pudding. And then we put another row of graham crackers and the rest of your pudding. And then you do your third row of graham crackers on top. So you got some on the bottom, in the middle, and on top. Now when you put this in the refrigerator, it is going, I don't know how it does it, I really don't, but it tastes like an Eclair. And I couldn't figure that out with graham crackers why, but it just does. Whoever made this recipe up really done a good one. Okay, so we're going to just fill that with graham crackers. And anybody out there with OCD or perfection, I done these two upside down. I'm going to leave them that way. It's funny because some people would really fret over that. And I understand that. I fret over certain things. So I'm just going to, I never can get these right on the sides. So I'm going to fill in the sides so we won't have anything lingering there. It usually takes all the graham crackers, but with this pan I don't think it's going to. So I'll just throw them on the side there. Okay, so now comes another part. All you have to do is, you see we got that third layer of grahams on. All you have to do is take one of these chocolate icing in a tub. Now, like I said on my other, when you make fudge with this kind of stuff, please do not put these in the microwave. They're just not made for the microwave. I think they give off poison. So I always take mine out, and I have a Tupperware stack cooker, which you could use a microwave safe bowl, but I always use this one. And yeah, I'm making a mess. That's okay. Making a mess with friends is fun. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Now this is all you have to use is this, but I always add a little something to make it taste more homemade-like, you know. But you're going to take that out. And put it in a microwave safe. Now I know probably some people use it in this, but I just don't feel right about it. I don't feel right. I've seen a lot of people use this in the microwave, and they'll put it in there for a minute, and I don't feel right in my spirit about that. Like it's not a good thing. So, okay. Now with that, I think I'm going to use a little bit of another one. Probably don't need it. And this is just a cheap brand of frosting. I'll use what I need, and the rest of it I'll do something with it. Okay, you only need one. But I'm always elaborate on everything I do, it seems like. Okay, I've got some cocoa. Now I want to add a little bit of cocoa into that. Just a little bit. About a tablespoon. And that'll bring that chocolate flavor up a little higher for you. Stir that around. You could put a little butter in it, but I did not bring any over, and you don't need it, so I don't need it either. I'm just going to put that in there and stir that around into that frosting. Smells good. There's something about cocoa, mixing it in stuff that just makes it taste better. Okay, now. Okay, I'm going to put this in the microwave so you'll get to see me roll on my chair. Me and my husband roll on our chairs sometimes. And I'm going to put that in the microwave. For, let's see. My microwave's making noises because I need to put the wheel in there better. And I bought some chicken on the way home out to Campbell's store. And I put it in my Tupperware pressure cooker. And I cooked it for 10 minutes. And it's pretty well done. But I'm going to go ahead and cook it another 5. Because in the pressure cooker you can have 6 to 8 thighs done in your microwave pressure cooker, in the microwave in 15 minutes. And that makes a nice juicy broth because the pressure in it is keeping all them juices down in it. So I'm going to get some of my noodles we made last night out of the freezer, and I'll put the broth and the chicken in the refrigerator. And then tomorrow night when I come home from babysitting, all I got to do is heat that up and throw that broth in there, and they can have some chicken, noodles, and mashed potatoes. So let me see how we're doing over here. Fun part of cooking. I think that's good. It was 1 minute and 15 seconds. And it came out really good. So see how this is nice and runny? I'm going to let you watch me pour it over. So, let me see. Do you do this recipe, Rhonda Pennington, with blueberries? Do you put chocolate on top like I'm going to do, like an Eclair? I'm not connecting that in my brain. Blueberries and chocolate. Oh, really? You put the chocolate on top? Well, that is, guys, you might want to take that in consideration. I've got blueberries, but I don't think I want... If it was just blueberries and like a white or something, but chocolate, I have trouble doing chocolate with fruit a lot. That's my preference. Oh, you don't put the chocolate on top, Rhonda? You just do the grahams and the puddings? That sounds better. To me, we all... Oh, okay, no chocolate. Okay. Well, that sounds really good. I'm going to have to try that. Because I love blueberries. Okay, now this chocolate is done. And I'm going to show you, let you watch me pour that over. You're just going to pour that. Look at how beautiful that is. You're going to pour that over your grahams. I'm going to use it all. I like chocolate, so. And that's it, girls, guys, whatever. Now, when I was little, we would watch my mom do this. Not these. But if she done a cake or icing or anything, you can bet we was waiting there on the beaters. And she always gave them to us. I don't care if mashed potatoes was on them or whatever, she'd give them to us. And whoever didn't get the beaters got the bowl. So I always kind of stood back and thought, oh, wait, because I can get the bowl. I could use my fingers and whatever. Okay, so this is going to be like a thick icing on top. But remember, I put 3 of the cream in. Yeah, see, Rhonda, I make dishes all year round. It doesn't matter if it's summer or what, but I do make these in the summer for our church things and family things. But see, that filled that whole Tupperware 9x13 lasagna pan clear up. So now all I'm going to do, I'm not going to be able to show you what it looks like. I don't want to cut it until it sets in the refrigerator. But look at that big, heavy, this pan was light until I put all the stuff in it. So when I put this in the refrigerator, I'll just let it sit in there a couple hours or so. And before I end up going to bed, I will cut out a piece and put it on a plate and let you see how beautiful it is. So I'm not going to cover this or anything. I'm just going to set it right in the refrigerator like that. Anyway, I just want to know how everybody's doing tonight. So I need to figure out how to do, I've got an iPhone and it doesn't have pause on it. It's an iPhone 8 Plus and I don't have pause on it. So I can't do sections unless I figure that out, and I'm not savvy on that. So Rhonda, some of you whipped cream on top. I'll tell you, you guys got some good good suggestions there. Get you up here beside me. Let's see what some people have said. John, this is, it's called No Bake Eclair Cake. And if you watched me make it, you know, them graham crackers and this stuff together, when you put it in the refrigerator and chill it for at least a couple hours, it tastes exactly like one of them big old, I got chocolate on me, one of them big old eclairs, you know, them long, they called them Long Johns, and they had that real neat pudding like stuff in them. And when you bit into them, that stuff just exploded out. So, I mean, it's delicious. I bought my husband one at Mennonite, and they put a lot of cream in theirs. So that's what this is, only in a cake form. And you don't have to bake it. You don't have to make the donut like they do. The Long John, you don't have to do anything but this. And you get the same taste that you would get anywhere else. So Rhonda said she's made this. I think she's made it with blueberries. Let me see here. John, I think I told you what that was. You'd like to have the pan, Carol? It's nice. I've got this size and the size I done the cheesy potatoes in. It's a little bit smaller, but it's got the lid to it too. It saved me a lot of frustration on plastics and foils and all that. And I like it because you can put it in the microwave or in the convection oven. So that's why I like it. And I've had lasagna in this. I've had all kinds of stuff in this. I've not baked a cake, but I did make this now. So, So Buffy, I think it's Buffy. I can't see real well right now. She likes the cream. Yes, I like the cream too. But anyway, we could think of something else to make next time, whatever you guys would like to make. I like to do the more simple and easy things. I do get in my moods where I'll cook all day long, or I'll make. 2 years ago, I made kibachis. Have you ever had a kibachi? You make your dough, your donut dough like, and then you put an imprint in the middle, and then you put your blueberry filling or strawberry, and then you get this cream cheese, or you can do cream cheese too, and they're called kolaches, and they're really good. You used to be able to kind of buy them in bakeries and stuff, but yeah, they're really good, and I couldn't make enough of them things, and it takes a long time to make them. So, peanut butter fudge. Mary Sue Pryor. I have a peanut butter fudge, really simple. Both peanut butter and the 5-minute one and the real easy one on my profile. And if you add me as a friend, then you can get it. Just you'll be able to scroll down, because that's all I've got on there is all my videos of making stuff. And so there's 2 different recipes for that on there, and there's different easy recipes for fudge for different kinds that you probably haven't thought of. So yeah, there's some really good ones. So anybody that wants to see all of the videos, and I'm asking you to please share this, because I'm going to upload this on YouTube, because I have a YouTube channel. And I ask you just to share it, because I love reaching out. There's people from all over, and it's awesome, seeing their stuff. Learn by your mom. Yeah, I bet I know what recipe that is, Rhonda, because my mom used to make it too. And she's 80, almost 88, and she makes sugar-free fudge, and she spent years trying to perfect that. She finally got it perfected. And I'm from MacArthur, Ohio. But she perfected that, and this lady said, well, I don't believe that. We'll see if my sugar goes up, because she had diabetes. She ate it, didn't go up a bit. So Mom's getting kind of older now and has trouble stirring and all that. So, but she still hasn't given us her recipe, and that's hers. Some people like their recipe, and they'll keep it, and they'll take it to wherever they're going with it, So you're a chef for a living, but my mom's recipes is the best. Wow, what do you do as a chef? Where you work? Cleveland, Ohio. I've been up through there. That would be, I used to be a cook and a chef. I started out as a sous chef and would prep everything. Like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I'd prep everything for the day. Chop, you know how that is. And then I got moved up to the chef in there, where I done all the cooking, and then the main chef over the kitchen. And that was years ago, though. I haven't done it for a while, but that was my profession, what I did too. Wow. You do weddings every weekend. Wow, that's a biggie. My son-in-law is a chef. I don't know if he's on Facebook or where he's on. He's Chef Morgan, and he has his own shack, smoker shack, and he goes out here in MacArthur, and he does weddings and parties, and he smokes bunches of meat and everything. I mean, he just got every little thing there is on that shack, but he cooks. I watch my grandbaby through the week too, Rhonda. That's neat. they were all growing up, and then my daughter had one after 13 years. Her son was 13, so she had a little girl. And I've watched her, and she's going to be 3 at the end of this month. She's sick right now. And you know as well as I do, when you're a grandma, you don't care if they're sick or not, and that's cuddle time. So, you know, I've watched about all of mine. Cleveland Clinic, wow. Yeah, wow. So, yeah, I've done a lot of years of babysitting and enjoyed every moment of it. So I just wouldn't trade it for anything. I mean, I was thinking about that earlier. I was thinking, you know, when we have our kids, we're strict and we make them mind, and they grow up to be wonderful people. All of my kids, I had 4, and every one of them is very successful in what they do. But when them grandbabies come, it's a whole different world. Like, I remember as I was watching them, I didn't think anybody could watch them better than me. And you know, when the parents came home, I thought, oh no, the parents are home. And they was good to them. They were good parents. But still, I thought I could do better. But I never said that to them. And when they would come to get them, and they liked it at Grandma and Grandpa's, they'd cry when they was babies and cry all the way to the car, and I'd go in the other room and cry. I couldn't stand to see them cry. And with my kids, I didn't care if they cried, if I made them mind, you know. With grandbabies, it's different. And so, yeah, it's a very rewarding thing to do. So I guess I've rambled enough, and it's good to meet you, Rhonda. I hope you add me as a friend so you could get on here, and maybe sometime you can get on there, any of you guys, and do a live video. I had one woman tell me today she would never do anything with dough, so that's fine. And I asked her what she could make. So, bless you all. Let's see, please put my husband on your church's prayer list. He has a mass on. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, Rhonda. I'm so sorry to hear that. My brother had that when he was 40. And he didn't make it, but I will tell you someone that did. My mom prayed and prayed for this man named Roland, and he had that on his pancreas, and that he about died. Do you know that man is living? He's doing good. And they gave him up. They had feeding tubes in him and everything. And he's driving. He's going to do things for my mom. And he's going to the store for her while she's got pneumonia and stuff. And I can't be up there. But he got saved, and she prayed for him. His whole world turned around. So I give you encouragement today. And we'll pray for your husband. And I will put him on the Vinton Chapel prayer list. Yeah, you got to hear of healing somewhere. But do not give up. I don't care how bad it looks. Don't give up. My mom had evasive 4 cancer. They told her to come home or go home and get her house in order. So she gave us all the stuff. And I remember laying in bed. I lived in an old cabin up in the woods. And I laid in bed and I cried. And I cried. It was raining real hard. And I cried. I said, Lord, please, spare this. And I went to the doctor with her after they said she had evasive 4. And I took a little recorder and I stuck it in my pocket because I wanted to hear what the doctor had to say. And anyway, we went in there and I recorded it, and we have that little tape. He said, Mary Lou, I don't know what happened. This is nothing short of a miracle. But your cancer is all gone, and I told you to get your house in order. He showed her the x-rays. He showed her the ones now then, and now every time it's been years ago, she's still free of it. And they gave her up, and it had proof on there. And my mom, every time she goes in for her yearly checkup, the doctor comes out and he says, if there's a new nurse, he says, come on out here and see my miracle. So I encourage you today, don't you give up. I've had to pray for people when they was really bad, and my heart inside said, don't you give up. So we will have them pray too, those ones that's healed and believes and stuff. And it's possible. So everything's possible. So anyway, God bless you, and I'm glad I met you tonight, because that just gave me a reason and another person to pray for and to get in contact with. So don't you worry, every day we will be praying, and I'm not just telling you that, we will be praying. So God bless you all, and I hope you enjoyed the recipe through all that, and if you make it, send me a picture. So God bless you. Amen.